My brothers and sisters, come on, come on. We need to understand. Let's respect our children, respect ourselves as parents. And let's let our children marry in a beautiful way. And when their spouses come in, give them their space. Yesterday, I was speaking to a sister who told me that if I had it my way, I would say it's haram to live with your in-laws. And I said, that's because of the experience you have. She told me, it's not because of the experience I have. It's 90% of the homes in the UK. I was shocked. I said, I don't think your stats are correct. Who thinks it's 90% of the homes in the UK? Say yes. A'udhu billah. The no's are those who are the parents, I guess. May Allah grant us ease. Well, whether it was yes or no, I know the yes was very loud. The no, I just heard one or two from, I don't want to point which side. You might just want to throw eggs at the brother. But I tell you what, that goes to show that we do have a crisis. Give them their space. They're adults, 22, 25. These are adults. If you want to guide them, you may say a good word. How do you expect them to be spouses who are happy when you are interfering in a negative way? And then comes the old man. I don't like you. You've been telling people that they shouldn't even interfere in their children's affairs when they are away from the deen. And I said, that's not interference. Are you guiding them? Are you advising them? Or are you telling them, come here, cook for me. Where did you go yesterday? Why did you go to visit that person? Whose house did you go? Why did you take so long? Come on, I'm an adult. I could have gone out for 2 days. For as long as I know, my spouse knows, it's fine. Who are you to interfere in my life? Come on, man. I can go to my mother's house or my auntie's house or whoever else's house as many times as between myself and my spouse we've agreed. Why do you have to come in and chip into my spouse by saying, don't let this person go here and go there? For what? Why are you bothered about all of that? Subhanallah. The problem in today's world globally is a problem of control. We all want to control what doesn't belong to us. We don't have control in our own little situations. We want to control the spouses of our children as though we are married to them. That's why we're not happy. You want your spouse to be happy? Learn to stand up for your spouse. Moments ago, I heard Sheikh Ali, beautiful speech, and I was seated here. And he mentioned correctly how important it is for us to be so respectful to our parents, such that so many things, if your parents were to say this, you should listen to them. I agree. But those are the perfect parents who follow the deen, who follow the instructions of Allah, who know their limits and lines. You have a parent who's not bothered about their own connection with Allah, who is a tyrant and a little Fir'aun in the home. You think there's any barakah in obeying an instruction you know is wrong? When you're oppressing your spouse as a result of an instruction that came from your mother, there's no barakah in her instruction, and there's even less barakah in your blind following of something that is devilish, thinking you're going to get Jannah from it. I don't think you've heard someone say this the way I've said it before. But it's a reality. The rate of divorce is unbelievable. You know why? Because we are not the ones who together decide as husband and wife what's going to happen. We have a whole committee of people like a United Nations Security Council deciding whether my wife can actually go back to her mother's house for a week because it's Eid. And there's one guy who has the veto power. Yeah, and that's not even your spouse. It's a fact. I'm sure we relate to what I'm saying. So my brothers and sisters, learn. If you're a parent, let things happen. It will not happen your way. You don't belong to this generation. They're waiting for you to die, by the way. I promise you. I promise you. If you are a person who is making others' lives difficult, I swear, probably they are hoping, if they haven't already made a dua against you, that you go ASAP. We used to hear many years ago that when Malakul Maut comes to a community, he takes people in odd numbers. This was just something random. It's not true, actually. But people used to say, just watch. When they go, 3 go, 5 go. So when the first one goes, they say, oh, I hope he passes by this side here. Subhanallah, may Allah grant us ease. That shouldn't be the case. Live your life in a way that your children pray for you. They love you. They want you to live long because you're such a loving person. They will make mistakes. You have every right to guide them. You should advise them, but in the sweetest, most loving, most beautiful way, in a non-interfering way. When I say interference, you know what? I know of cases where the wife says, I don't mind cooking. And I really don't mind cleaning either. Allahu Akbar. That's a beautiful soul who's ready to sacrifice beyond what is their duty. Do you know that? But they say the problem is every other day my mother-in-law or my father-in-law says, right, we're having 3 guys coming in for lunch. We have 5 visitors coming in the next day, 4 visitors. And you say, it's okay if it happens once in a while, but every single day, that's why there's things called restaurants. You can just order a TA. TA for guests. Trust me, the food at My Lahore is probably better than that at your home. Subhanallah. May Allah grant us ease. If it happens so much, every single day, you're abusing your daughter-in-law. You're abusing the system in your home. That's what's happening. And I'm talking here of cultural homes. And then we say, no, but if visitors don't come to your house, how will you get Jannah? There's no barakah. Okay, bring people to work if really you can afford all of that. Because back at the time of the Prophet ﷺ, they had such a simple dish. Today, on top of telling you that there's going to be 10 guests coming and you're going to have to feed them, they'll tell you, we want this for starters, we want this for a second starter, we'd like this for a main dish, we'd like another main dish, we want a vegetable side dish, we want another side dish, and you must make this type of a dessert, and so on and so forth, and you must get that tea with this type of milk, and you must serve it this way. Hang on, this is not a restaurant. This is not a restaurant. Make it simple. I tell people, you come to my home for a meal, you're going to get one thing. That's it. That's it. Meal. You're not going to get 5, 10 dishes like we're exotic, wealthy people who've never ever lifted a spoon. No, we work hard. Make life easy for people. Subhanallah.